Today on the channel, we've got that Star Spangled Sentinel of Liberty, Secret Wars Captain America on Where I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Where I Got It Figured, back with another Marvel Legends series Secret Wars review. This time we've got none other than my favorite all-time superhero character, Steve Rogers, Captain America. This was one of the figures on my super duper short list. I've had them for a little while now. I've been drabbing out the Secret Wars reviews. I still got 2 more to do. I just have to take possession of the figures. Basically, I got everybody except Iron Man. And honestly, for the right price, I would get him too because I want those roller skates. But that's neither here nor there. Today, we're talking about Captain America. So this is the Secret Wars version. And I got some opinions already, but we're gonna get into it as we go. Starting, of course, with the packaging, as we always do. So you got your Secret Wars packaging, which is a takeoff of the Mattel Secret Wars packaging from 1984, and it looks good. These figures are definitely figures that if you were the type of collector that likes to keep things in the box, even though I'm not that guy, I can see you keeping this in the box just as it is. I just don't believe in it. But you got Captain America with the proud letter A on his head, a couple of head sculpts, and your lenticular shield, Steve Rogers, which it doesn't want to do while it's in the package, but we'll make it do what it does when we get it out. The broken shield from Secret Wars number 11 and 12, which is probably the main reason I bought this figure, besides the fact that it's Captain America, so I probably was going to buy it anyway. And then you've got the back of the package, got the cross cell, and you've got some text. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars 40th anniversary. When the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four are transported to a strange planet, Captain America is chosen to take the lead in fighting the ultimate war. So we've got Spider-Man. We've already done the review on him. Titania, we've already done the review on her. There will be reviews for Wolverine and the Beyonder forthcoming. So we're going to get old Cap out of the package and see what we can see. All right, we're back with old Captain America out of his packaging with all of his accessories laid before us as usual. We're going to get into a little bit of detail with him. So the heads are sculpted by the amazing Paul Harding. He sculpted the heads on the previous Marvel Legends 20th anniversary Captain America, who you've probably seen on this channel a bunch of times. But this figure is in the vein of Secret Wars, so he is a recolor of that figure with a couple of enhancements. So the colors that they use for this are the colors that more or less match the blue of the classic Mattel figure. It's not an exact match, but it is a better match than the regular, blue that you usually get with Captain America. So, they got to change it up, but, you're going to run into the problem of not really being able to swap head sculpts on Captain America's, even though they're all basically variations of the same head sculpt. That's a little bit annoying. You don't get a static face on this version of Captain America, unlike the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends Captain America. We'll get into the enhancements when we get into a close-up look of the figure. But right off break, you get your lenticular shield, and he changes to Steve Rogers, and I can see it, but it's not doing it on the screen, unlike when I did it with Titania on the Titania video. But it's him with his mask and him without his mask. Unfortunately, I can't make it work here. If you don't want to do that, you can stick your 40th anniversary Marvel Legends thing inside the shield. I'm not going to bother with that because I'm not going to display these guys as Secret Wars guys anyway. Then you got your hands. So you got a couple of gripping hands, one for each side. You got your chopping hand or saluting hand, which you do tend to get with Captain America here and there, even though 20th anniversary Captain America did not get a saluting hand. I was kind of annoyed about that. And of course, you get the pointing hand because Cap normally is telling other heroes what to do. I jostled them just a little bit too much. Okay. Then you get your angry head sculpt, fighting head sculpt, and I would have loved to have gotten this on the 20th anniversary version. And it's funny because when I look at it on the camera, it looks like it matches those colors on camera because I don't have my lighting. I'm in a different location shooting this video. But to the naked eye, he's not close. And you'll see what I mean in the comparison section of the video. Last but not least, for the accessories, we've got the shield, which is the secondary reason that I bought this figure. The shield was destroyed in Secret Wars number 11, titled A Bolt from the Blue, which happened after Dr. Doom gets his Beyonder powers, says he wants peace, and the heroes decide that they're going to fight against him, knowing that he hasn't really made it, he hasn't changed or anything. And as soon as they all agree to fight, a giant Beyonder blast blows them all up. And the shield was destroyed in that process. So in Secret Wars number 12, when Captain America confronts Dr. Doom, he's using his battered and destroyed version, of the shield. So there's not much that can destroy the shield, but I definitely wanted to have a broken shield in my collection. It's just part of Captain America's history, so I wanted it. And so I have it. As far as Steve himself, Man of the Hour, as I said, he is largely the exact same figure as most Captain Americas, the 80th anniversary cap, the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends cap, the Captain America wave cap, except for the change to the chest. And he's got a smile, which is cool. And, I love the way this thing's looking on camera. I wish these were the colors, but they're not. But what you also get, for those who really care about that, is he is now pinless. There are no pins. The 20th anniversary Marvel Legends Captain America is definitely pinned. All previous versions of Captain America on his body have pins. So it's a nice upgrade, even though I would like them to do a new Cap body, one where he has butterfly joints. Cap is one of the most agile characters in the Marvel Universe, but, apparently Wolverine, Daredevil, and Spider-Man, some kind of way more agile than Captain America. It's not true, but, they get butterfly joints, he don't. But he's looking good. There's not a whole lot I can say bad about it's Captain America. No pins. And yeah, that is this figure. So we're going to get them geared up and do some comparisons. We're back with Captain America geared up with his shield, and we switched out one of his hands so that he looks better, and of course we switched out his head. Doesn't really look like he should be smiling while he's like pointing at something. Just doesn't look right. Um, one of the reasons why a static face is always good. Another reason why perhaps having it to where figures are a little bit more compatible would help out too. But you know, he looks good. And if you have other Captain Americas and you want to swap out the shield, the broken shield um, for you know a non-broken shield, obviously, you know you can do that. A lot of people might want to make this Captain America their main display Captain America. I'm not sure. Um, you know, that's what I want to do because pins don't really bother me, and I still really like the 10th and 20th anniversary Captain America. So from here, we're going to do some comparisons. Starting off our comparisons, we're going to start with the most logical figures, the Marvel Legends Secret Wars figures we have reviewed thus far on the channel, Spider-Man and Titania in reverse order. And hey, they look, you know, they look good together. They're Marvel characters, have to be Secret Wars characters, but you know, obviously, it helps when you're doing simpatico things in a review. So that is those guys. Next up, we have Cap with basically himself. We have 20th anniversary Captain America. And as you can see, when they're together in the video, you can see the difference in the blues. Even though he shows up darker on camera for some reason. But yes, that is the 20th anniversary version. Really, the only difference being what heads they put him with and the fact that he doesn't have pins. Other than that, it's the same figure. And they do look great. And then, of course, we have Commander Rogers over here. And I have taken the Commander Rogers head that it came with off and put the 20th anniversary alternate head on it. So we probably will do something along those lines here in a sec. And last but not least, we have him here with his Steve Rogers head on and the Beyond Earth's Mightiest Doctor Doom, which is the Secret Wars Doctor Doom. Gotta have him. There you go. That'll be our comparisons. Gonna move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on Marvel Legends series Secret Wars Captain America. Look, anytime they make a Captain America, I'm probably gonna buy it. So I'm totally I'm totally in the can for Cap. It's fine. It's my favorite superhero. Has been since I was a kid. So I'm gonna probably give it higher marks than some other people would. I don't know, but it's an upgraded Captain America on the basic body that you have now, without pins. Doesn't color match with other Captain Americas. I definitely think that's a flaw. But you get the iconic busted shield and an extra head sculpt. That's pretty cool. And of course, you know, now he's pinless. So if that's something you're into, you know, you're good there. I probably would have given him a 10, but I can't really do that. Probably due to the paint color matching. So I'm gonna give him a 9. I think he's a 9 figure. They've definitely improved. I do want them to do a new body for Captain America at some point, but you know, I don't know. It might be just because I want it and not because it needs to happen. We are supposed to be getting yet another Captain America this year for the Versus line, so you know, probably be getting that one too. But for what we get here, you know, you do get some different play value effects with him than what you get with the other figure. So there is value there. So I'm going to stick with that 9 where I got a figure rank. That's going to do it for this one. We have one more Marvel Legends review to tackle that'll happen over the weekend. So stay tuned for that. And more Marvel Legends to come in the month of May. So stay tuned for those. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We are still working our way up in the rankings in our little corner of the action figure space on YouTube. So we'd love to have you check us out. Be there for the future videos and content. I'm going to sign off here. Till next time, everybody stay safe, happy collecting. See you on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.